something it wants, it eats it. I'll get a stomach ache. I eat somebody else's thing. He's damaging something. Right? He's eating up $100 bill, and well, that's not a good example anymore. 100 shekel bill at least. Something worth something. The animal doesn't make any cheshbonos. He wants it, looks good, it's green, eat it. But a human being makes a cheshbon. Is this the right thing to do? Is this a worthwhile thing to do? What are the long-range implications? That's what a human being has a mind. He has intelligence. He has bechira. All those things go into the tzelem Elokim. And he has the ability to act in a way that's not just an animalistic eating, drinking, but he can act in a way that his neshama benefits also. In addition to his intelligence, in addition to his bechira. He can act in a holy way. In a way that's dom el Hashem. And instead, he acted like an animal. And most of us, almost all of us, sometimes act like that. We don't have the mile of a human being. And that's what brings a tremendous amount of busha. A person should be ashamed that he didn't act in a way that's befitting him. Because he acted in a way that was befitting an animal or worse. And that should make a person feel sorry. So all of these things, if you think about them, should make you feel sorry. It's not just that we did a sin and we're going to get punished, but there's much more to it. Much more of what the world is all about and what we're all about and who we are and what we are and what we do and what we cause and what the repercussions are. If you think about the whole big picture, how could you not feel bad? Or at least be on the way to feeling bad. That's why we start Pre-Slichos every day. L'cha Hashem HaTzedakah. Rabbanu Shalom, to you is the tzedakah. You created a world, tzedakah tiyalon. You wanted to give us tzedakah. You wanted to make a world that we can benefit from. And you do everything that's right. And lanu boshas hapanim. And if we understand that and we believe that, then how much embarrassment and shame should we have if we don't keep up that tzedek? If we don't appreciate what you gave us? If we act in a way that doesn't fit that tzedek? If we harm ourselves and destroy that tzedek in the world? And that's why we go on and we say, Man nisonei, man nomar, man nedaber, man nitztada. There's no way out. If you did it, and you're finished. According to all logic, if you messed up, you messed up. You get one chance and that's it. And the truth is, from a tzad of Chochmah and Torah and Nevi'im, like we spoke about, Parsha Shoftim, there is no other chance. That's it. Given a chance, you were supposed to do it right, you messed up, tough luck. You lost. But with all of that, what can we complain? What can we say? What can we justify? There's nothing to do. And then we say, there is something to do. But that's not what's normal. What's normal is there's nothing to do. Except the Rebbeinu Shalom did us a tremendous chesed. But all the other tzedakah that he did, of giving us an opportunity, he gives us a second opportunity. Not only a second opportunity, but a third and a fourth, ad infinitum. Sometimes I feel, kol nidrei night, when I get to the vidui, that the Rebbeinu Shalom is looking down, and he says, you again? Last year you told me the same thing, and you said you're never going to do these things again. And you're back with the same papers, with the same, the same matzah, the same word. How can I believe you this year? You said the same thing last year. And unfortunately, it's not just last year. And the year before that. And the year before that. And go back about 50 times. At least that's when some shaykhs to know. So for 50 years, you've been telling me the same thing, and you're back and you expect me, I see the Rebbeinu Shalom, like, like what's it called, this is a real knee-jerker. This is like, what's it called? Telling him Allah, look, here he is again. And he expects us to believe him this time. And it does. The Maisa of the Rabbanu Shalom is Moli Rachamim. And he gives you another chance and another chance. And we do improve, little by little. But that tzedakah that the Rabbanu Shalom originally said is repeatable. Gives us another chance. Ki yamincha pshuta lekabel shavim. And therefore a person has to feel kedalim u'kiroshim dafak l'secha. We're poor. We have nothing. We're dressed in torn clothes. We're starving. That's how a person is when he is missing mitzvahs, or he's done aveiras that cause him to be a balmum. People who come around collecting, this one's missing a leg, this one has these doctor bills, this one. That's how we are, coming before the Rabbanu Shalom. The Chafetz Chaim says every time you do an aveira, it's poging, that aver, so we're all full of holes, missing this aver, that aver. Our clothing, the midos, which is a person's clothing, is all torn, tattered, smelly. And we're standing there before the Rabbanu Shalom, and he should say, forget it, go to Rav Aaron for a letter. I can't deal with you. But he does. What's it called? He looks at us and he gives us another chance. Yamino pshuta lekabel poshim. And even though we may not really feel sorry, we may know we should feel sorry. And intellectually we know that all these things really are true. And we believe them, but do we really feel them? Do we really feel sorry? Are we going to shed a tear? Are we going to really feel embarrassed? I'm going to be a red face because I really feel insulted and embarrassed from... Maybe not. But at least, I'm knocking on the door. I may not really feel it yet, but I want to feel it. I want the Rabbanu Shalom to come in and taka to feel sorry. I'm not yet ready to really feel it, but I'm ready at least to tell you I want to knock on the door. That much. That's what Slichos is. Yitz Hashem, we have a long way. Rosh Hashanah, Seres Yemei Tshuva, Shabbos Tshuva, Erev Yom Kippur, Yom Kippur. Hopefully by Nila, we'll have maybe a tinge of really feeling sorry. And that's all we need. Until then, we're knocking on the door. We're just telling the Rabbanu Shalom, I know this is all true. I know this is how I should feel. I'd like to feel like that. So look at I'm knocking. I want to come in. When you'll open the door is when I'll have that feeling. It may take a while, but at least hear the knock. Hear that the knocking gets a little bit stronger, and I mean it more, and I'm ready for you to open the door. And then by Nila we say, Navoa Sha'arav, then the door will open. But we have a long way to go of knocking, but at least knock. Some people don't even care to knock. At least we're making the attempt. We're here. We're interested in knocking. And therefore he asked the Rabbanu Shalom, Lo al teshivenu reikom lefanecha. We may be pretty close to empty when it comes to all of this, but don't treat us as if we're empty. Look at the little bit that's there. And because you're a Moli Rachmim, Rabbanu Shalom, have Rachmanis on us. And see that that's something. We're so far gone that if there's a little bit, that's also something for us. So give us the credit for that little bit. Because even if we're not holding there, but you know that's where we'd like to be. So listen to what our tefillah is. Listen what we'd like to do. We're not holding yet by feeling embarrassed, sorry, surely not yet to have charota, that's part of tshuva. But that's our tefillah. And that's what Slichos is. Slichos is, I'm sorry, and if I can't really say I'm sorry, I'm davening to the Rabbanu Shalom that someday, soon, I'll be able to say a little bit that I'm sorry. That's what Slichos is, an extra tefillah. We have 3 tefillahs a day. During this time, we have 4 tefillahs a day. And the 4th tefillah is specifically, Rabbanu Shalom, help me to feel sorry. And that's the beginning of all the tshuva process. And then from then on, it's clear hatzlacha. That's why we start Slichos Motzoi Shabbos. Because it reminds us of Olam Haba. Shabbos is Me'ein Olam Haba.